Welcome back to Rubbing Minds. All right, so tomorrow is Ebuka's birthday. And because tomorrow is... Here's your cake. Take your cake. Take your cake.
What is going on?
Because tomorrow is your birthday, the producers wanted to do something very memorable. And they wanted you to really enjoy this show.
They basically just fired me or something?
No. We'll fire you for this show.
Okay.
Then next week you're back.
I'm actually very worried right now.
You should be. You should be. My name is Toolz, by the way, and I have decided, well, the producers decided to get Ebuka in the hot seat. So, are you ready? Are you nervous?
Yes, actually.
Why are you nervous?
Because why are you here?
Because this is going to be a show that you
Can
won't
I have
forget.
my cake while we're doing that?
No, actually, we're going to do this. I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Hey, you can take this paper back. You're not going to need
This
it.
seat is very uncomfortable.
It is. It's very, yes. And you actually noticed that you're a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So then when I was here, last time I was here, I was just thinking, okay, this is very strange. This is very weird. Anyhow, if you answer all the questions, then you get to have some cake.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, all right. So I'm just going to ease you in gently.
I can't believe this is happening.
Okay, all right. So everybody knows you from Big Brother, right?
Yes.
And a lot of people that do reality shows, after the shows, that's pretty much it. How have you managed to stay relevant?
I honestly don't know how it's happened, because I never wanted to be on TV. Being on Big Brother was almost like a dare from my sister, actually. Mm-hmm. It was a running joke in my house. Oh, you can't do it, you can do it. And then I went on Big Brother. I used to be painfully shy. So that, I know, it's
right.
funny to think, but yeah, I was actually very, very, very shy. And so that happened, and then I started getting called for auditions. I guess I did hear a lot that I had a voice for TV and radio, so I guess that helped. And I've just continued to do what I love. I found out I loved TV after doing Big Brother. I never knew it was something I would love. So I think it's just been the grace of God.
All right, good.
And some resilience.
And you started hosting Rubbing Minds last year, January?
January, yeah. It's been a year and a half.
And
actually.
Now it's one of the most talked about shows in Nigeria. How do you manage to keep up the momentum? How do you manage to keep it interesting?
Well, Rubbin Minds has been on for about 6 years, I think. I hope they don't fire me for getting it wrong. Well, yeah, about that. And it got sort of monotonous, I think, at some point. And they wanted to rejig things. And I came on, and interestingly, I never got a brief on what to do. They just said, do you. I had always loved or wanted to do interviews, or an interview-based kind of show. I'd never done live TV on this scale before.
Yeah, live TV is...
Yeah, so that was my biggest fear about it being live, but I always wanted to do interviews. And I wanted to do interviews in a different way. I mean, celebrities get interviewed a lot, but you hear the same questions. Oh, so, how's your album? How's it working in the studio with? Oh, so what are you going to be in 5 years' time? So I wanted to do something different, get people on the hot seat as much as I can. So.
Don't try and take back the show. It's still my show. All right. So
am I talking too much?
Yes. He's trying to do this whole, anyways, let's talk about your questions.
Okay.
I've watched a few episodes of Rubbing Minds since you started, and you're kind of mean to people sometimes.
I'm not mean, no. That's a tough word.
I saw the one with Toke, and I was just like, Ebuka, you need to stop. So do you kind of feel, bad? Like after the show's done, do you kind of see them and just say sorry, or do you kind of think, you know what, I'm just doing my job?
The truth is, I think it's mostly the last part, doing my job, because most times when I have people here, before they come on, I try to do a bit of research on them if I don't know them that well. And my point is trying to ask what I know people want to once people are asking. I mean, you mentioned Toke, for example. Whatever questions I asked are questions that have come up over time on blogs.
Toolz Evicts Ebuka as well. Yeah. You were just
if your picture is on a blog, or if their pictures on blogs, the sort of comments that you would see, those are the questions that people ask. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should just find this out. I don't know that it was necessarily new to them. Maybe coming from me or coming on TV was the problem.
I think because most of these people, you do actually know them.
Yeah, that's the toughest part of it.
I think a lot of people think, oh, Ebuka's going to interview me. Oh, fine, all right, I'll do it. And then you come, you sit down, you think it's a friendly face, but no, it's not. It's evil.
A friendly face.
No. It's an evil person in disguise. And I've been on Rubbing Minds with you, and you were actually okay with me.
I was nice.
Yeah.
I'm a nice person.
But I'm not going to be nice to you today. All right, let's continue. Of all the guests you've had, who has been the most interesting?
Most interesting? Wow, that's putting me on the hot seat.
Yes, that's
There's a couple of people who have actually impressed me.
So the people that, or the guests that, when they came on, you actually didn't want, to stop interviewing them because they were so interesting.
I think number one by a mile would be Orishefemi. interestingly. I think I judged him before he came on the show. I kind of thought, okay, Yoruba rapper.
He's actually not from Europe. He's not actually
That's
from
what
Yoruba.
but he raps in Yoruba, I think. Yeah. So I just thought, what can he possibly? But he was so intelligent, and he made so much sense about the industry and people he's worked with and where he wants to go with his career. And I was like, wow, that's very impressive.
Did he tell you what Opala I do? Did he tell you what that means?
I think I asked off air. Yeah.
Okay.
Then Davido was actually quite interesting as well, because I had interviewed Davido with Fumi Yonda before, and I don't know whether he came there hungover or something, but he was just like. So I wasn't expecting a very good interview, but he came here and he was pretty interesting. Omami was great. Omami is always great anyway. So she was fun to interview. She gave me what she wanted to give me. I think she was the first person who came on this show and actually told me I wasn't going to answer a question. And she said, concern you or something, along those lines. Yeah, so I've had pretty good ones.
Who's been the worst?
I don't know that.
And wait, you have to, a few weeks ago, I asked you this question and you answered. So I actually want you to tell everybody what you told me.
I'm going to pull on a mom over here and say no comment.
Well, I'm going to tell everyone who you said.
I didn't say anything.
See, I'm gonna give them my version.
Can I say something?
Wait. I'm gonna give them my version, or you can just give your.
I've not had a worst interview, but I've had interviews where I didn't get what I thought I was going to get. Mehdi wasn't he didn't say a lot when he came here.
That's who he said, by the way.
Yeah, I expected him to be a little more, because I think he just dropped an album at the time. I expected a little more, sell yourself. He wasn't that great. Tonto Dike was interesting, because we're friends. And she came with a wall, like...
I watched the Tonto Dike interview, and
she gave me one-word answers for a long time.
It was interesting. It was very interesting. And I actually loved the way she was just like, bam, bam, bam. So whatever you fired at her, she fired back. I interviewed Tonto Dike. I wasn't prepared.
Yes.
I don't think I was as prepared, because
I think she does that in interviews. Yeah.
We were chatting before we started, and I was like, oh, she's so nice. And then I just started interviewing her, and then she was just like, and I was like, hi, producer, help me, please. All right, so you are, okay, we talked about your best guest, your worst guest. Is there somebody that you'd love to interview that you haven't interviewed yet?
I actually want to interview the president. He's not a celebrity in entertainment, but he's the one person I think I'm dying to interview.
Do you think you'll have a job after you've interviewed the president?
Yes, I think he will love me after I interview him. But I don't think people have asked him the sort of questions he wants to be asked, in the way he wants to be asked.
Okay. All right. So I worked with you a little while ago on The Spot.
Yes.
And I saw you in a different light, basically. Because, see, you see Ebuka now, he's dressed in a nice suit and everything. But on The Spot, it was different. Like, he was burping a lot. Wow. And he was just, So a lot of people might not know this. This is, I think, Sunday Ebuka. Then every other day is something else. Now, you have a lot of tattoos.
Yes, I do.
How many do you have in total?
I don't know that I know how many they are, but it's a couple on my arms and one on my chest.
Okay, what's the one on your chest?
It's a play around my parents' names. It says, born by God's grace and majesty. My mom's name is Grace. My dad's name means majesty. Okay. And there's a barcode with my date of birth under it, so.
Okay, all right, good. Do you think you have any more?
It was trying to be mushy for them, even though I don't think they necessarily like it.
Well, I'm sure they're
Am I going to get any more?
Are you going to get any more?
I try not to. Let me use that, yeah.
No, okay. Yeah. Maybe when you have kids or something.
But yeah, their names are definitely going to go up.
All right, sure. Now, you are, one of the most... No. These are just the nice questions. You are one of the most eligible bachelors, according to, quite a few people, one of the most eligible bachelors in Nigeria. So are you seeing anyone? Are you single? Are you engaged? Are you married?
I can't answer that question on TV. It's my personal life. That's the way they put it, right? Is that not how it's said?
Are you single?
I can't answer that.
Does that mean you're not single?
I can't answer that. I'm not married, of course.
Well, yes, yeah.
What I have here is a rosary, so maybe I'm married to the Virgin Mary or something.
Okay, that's nice.